Good morning, good morning. Sit rep for this morning. Maxwell House coffee. Mmm, it's good, it's good. Pipe, Professor Walker's budget poker. Tobacco that's in here is Sutliff Molto Dolce. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. And if not, I'm pretty sure you guys know what it is. You hear that? And I let this set out even. And it's still wet. So, go back to the standard. A cigarette. Okay, I had there's a gentleman that left me a message, or I should say a comment, on my video asking me about the star below my left eye. So I figured that this would probably be a good opportunity to share a little bit more about myself with you guys and help you get to know me a little bit more. I had mentioned the comment back to him of what it was for and at that time in my life. But each tattoo that I have has double meaning. And in comparison to most people, I'm heavily tattooed. I have a lot. So let me share that part of the tattoos with you. The one in from my eye. Not only does it signify a certain part of my life and time of my life, that is also considered to be my firing eye. Some people, their trigger is left-handed or the trigger could be right-handed. I'm a lefty. So when I look down the scope or down iron sights, I utilize that eye. And believe it or not, at Starlight Alpha 5, I still hold a very high shot record in the Marine Corps. Anything that could put lead downrange with, I've qualified expert with. Not an easy feat, and it's not an easy task, but I've done it. I'm considered by many to be a damn good shot. As far as the other end of what that tattoo means is there's a lot of double meanings behind my tattoos. There's so many different variables of what they mean and what the times were at that specific moment in time when I got each one. When I was involved in the tattooing industry for well over 2 decades, when I say involved, I mean involved. And don't mistake in this. This is not a toot your own horn type of video. This is just to tell you a little bit about me, only because it was asked of me. For well over 2 decades, I've owned multiple tattoo studios. I've had multiple tattoo studios open in different locations. I've tattooed all across the continental United States. I'm award-winning in multiple states. Published once in Skin and Ink magazine. I've tattooed, I couldn't even begin to tell you, thousands and thousands and thousands of people. I've worked in tattoo circuits and conventions from as far left coast as you can get all the way up to here in New York. So I was heavy on the circuit for a long time, for many years. I've trained many people to become professional tattooists. I've trained many people to become proficient and technically proficient at body piercing. That the tattooing industry as a whole was a large part of who I was for those couple decades, for quite some time. I don't have a single regret of any one that I've got on my body. When I say heavily tattooed, I mean heavily tattooed. Not as much as I want to be, but nonetheless still heavily tattooed. I've had the privilege in the tattooing industry to meet a lot of great people. I've hung out and drank with a lot of the guys that back in that time frame were really well known. For example, a lot of your carnies and tattoo convention freak show people, if that's what you want to call them. I've partied with. Good God, man. The Lizard Man, Shanghai Kate, which she was the original female tattooist badass before tattoos were even cool. She was the female badass of all. She's much older. I've always wanted to get a tattoo done by her, and and to round out my collection, but I never got the chance to do so. Yeah, I got to meet the Borneo tribesmen, where they actually did polio style tattoos. It was a it was a great industry to be a part of. But after a certain amount of time and certain events, I got away from it. And I no longer tattoo. I haven't picked up a tattoo machine in quite a few years. But that's just to answer a question of tattoos about me and a little bit about myself. Hope that helps answer your question. Try to have a good one today, guys. Be safe, stay warm. Later.